Well guys, happened again. I bought more things from Amazon. This continues to happen to me. I find things that look super interesting and suddenly they're in my Amazon cart and oh, what's this? It's at my door? Every time. They get me every single time. I hope you guys are ready to dive into some new kitchen gadgets. First one of 2021. We're gonna test them out. We're gonna see if any of them are worth the hype. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Saturday. And let's just dive into product number one. I actually just washed it, so we're here in the drying rack. It is this guy right here. It's not dripping all over me. It's what's called a zip slicer. So you can use it for grape tomatoes or just grapes in general. And you guys know, apparently I just really like grapes and no one understands why. But this would be good if you enjoy cherry tomatoes in your salad or even grapes in your salad. If you've not tried grapes in your salad, a little chicken, some goat cheese, some I don't know, fried onions, oh, that's a delicious salad. Oh man, now I really want a salad. But this looks super interesting and a very easy way to cut a whole bunch all at once. Now you guys know I do enjoy my little OXO cutter, but it cuts the grapes into quarters, which is great if you have young children. This does a whole bunch all at once though, apparently. And so you can just stuff a bunch in, I guess, and then it'll do all the work for you, which is great. And then floosh. That's apparently the sound of zippering a bunch of cherry tomatoes. Floosh! So while I don't have any cherry tomatoes because they're disgusting at this time of year around here, I do have some grapes. So we're gonna try that. Okay, got myself a nice little bunch of grapes. I'll wash these. I wish you guys could smell the candle that I have going in the background of my video, which is very circa 2010 YouTube. But anyway, it is bergamot and vanilla, which just sounds really fancy, but it smells amazing. All right. Let's fill this thing up with some stuff. Step one, fill grapes into canister. Get in there, do. I appreciate that the opening is large enough if you have larger cherry tomatoes or grapes, I guess. I'm trying to think of what else this would be good for. I think this is it, just cherry tomatoes and grapes. Whoop, get back here. Stuff more in there, no. That seems to be it. And now we're going to load the grapes. Wait, no, sorry. Then I guess we put the blade in now on this end, like that, I think. Am I missing anything else? Oh, it also works well on hot dogs. No, draw the line. I'm not doing this with a hot dog. So I think that's it. And I'm just going to slice it downward in one quick motion. Wish me luck, everyone. This should not be this difficult. I'm just terrified I'm gonna, I don't know, spray grapes all over myself. Okay. That was an unnecessary thing to have the bowl there, I guess. Did it work? Get out, up there. Well, now all my grapes are stuck in the bottom. All right, let's examine this. So this is what the grapes look like. So they aren't cut evenly. They're kind of all over the place, kind of haphazard. Some are larger than others. I mean, they all seem to be chopped, which I guess is a good thing, but just kind of lobbed off a chunk of that one. The blade seemed to chop it, which is good. So, pros. Do like the blade. The blade is very sharp. I like that it's serrated, so it is cutting through everything. You're not squishing them too much, which is nice. It did manage to cut a whole bunch all at once. Another pro. Cons. There are many. It doesn't really slice them evenly, which again isn't a huge deal breaker, but some are going to be chopped and some aren't as much chopped. So you're not getting that perfect, nicely down the middle or even close to that unless you very meticulously put them into the chute, you know? And maybe it's different with cherry tomatoes, which tend to be a little bit bigger. So you can really only fit one on top of each other versus the grapes. You can kind of push them around and they're all kind of clustered together, which doesn't make for a very even cut. So really, I guess this is only good for cherry tomatoes. And if that's the case, then you should probably just use a serrated knife and just not get this, because I feel also if you get anything stuck on this blade and just forget to run it underwater right away, every little piece will get stuck in here and this doesn't come off. So you're basically having to use a cloth or something to try and clean off the serrated edge, which is stuck in here I just don't think that's worth it. No, no. Man, I'm still gonna eat the grapes though, because they're delicious. All right, next product. The next product we're gonna test out is a boiled egg peeler that basically you just shake an egg inside of it and the shell just like slides off. Because you know what? I don't like peeling the boiled egg shell. Like it's not fun. I can never get it perfect. So let's try this out. And I thought it'd be interesting to compare it against one that is a very traditional hack, which is just kind of sticking it in a mason jar. Same kind of effect, but this one is a little different because it has these knobs on the inside, which I guess help to crack the egg a bit more and make it easier for the shell to come off. So let's see. We're gonna give it a try. Hey, Christopher, you wanna de-shell some eggs with me?
That's not as appealing as make cookies or even eat cookies.
Not even a little bit. It's like a 2 out of 10. But I thought this looked kind of interesting because it has these little knobs on the inside, so it's gonna help get the shell off. But I thought we could compare it so you can do the classic method with mason jar, and I'll try the new contraption. So I overboiled some eggs, don't worry about it. They're fine. For you. Boop. You need a little bit of water in there too. It doesn't specify how much water to put in. It says a little bit. And then you shake it around a bit. Not too much.
All right.
But a little bit to like crack open the shell. You ready? Okay. Okay, go. Does it come off in one fell swoop? Mine isn't. So they lied to me. Oh, actually, look at that. Aha.
I don't know as much of a difference there. I mean, you did yours quicker.
Like-ish. Are you really that hard pressed to have
some people have a busy life.
I need them now. Yeah. Just, I mean, like, technically it worked. But like, you could also just, you know, roll it on a counter or something.
I would just do one crack and then start from there.
Yeah. No, it wasn't like it's so easy that it just like slides off. So
it's not that difficult a task to begin with. It's like your grape cutter thing.
Oh, I got another grape cutter thing.
Come on.
Look at it. Okay, look. Spoiler alert, it wasn't very good. It has a serrated edge, and then you just go. Let me hold on. I have to explain again. Ready?
Was that ever going to be better than a knife?
I could do a whole bunch at once. Right?
Okay.
It's pretty fun. You should try it.
Oh.
It didn't work very well. No, Christopher! Now I want to try out something that I think is such a smart idea and something I struggle with all of my pots and pans, and that is the existence of a universal lid. Now, technically there are 2 sizes. There's a large one and a small one. So I ordered the large one first to kind of see if I like it and see if it actually works. And if I do like it, you best believe I'm getting the small one. The large one looks like this. It has a silicone rim to it, and it has these different little grooves here which are gonna work for different sizes of pots and pans that you may have. And in hindsight, I really should have gotten the small one because that's where I struggle the most. I don't know if anyone else is, are you guys like this, where you have a pot, any pot, this one right here on my stove. I have this, and then I'll go into my cupboard with my 47 matching different lids, and I always pick the wrong one first. In fact, you know what? I picked the wrong one the first like 3 times. Apparently, I don't have great spatial reasoning, so this may be a really good solve for it. So I think what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I have all of my pots and pans right here, or a couple of them. Dun, da-da, da-da. And I figured first, we're gonna see if it actually fits onto these. Second, I was gonna do number 1 again. Nope. Second, I'm gonna boil some water and just make sure that it keeps everything trapped in, like isn't a nice good seal, you know? So, starting with my big pot. I mean, it's sitting on there. No, it's not fully sealed on this side. Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys. You guys see? Right there. It's not a good seal. Well, that's a disappointing start. I was really excited about this one. Okay, let's try again. This pan right here. Okay, this seems to be like a better fit for it. It just like, okay. Like that seems to work. Sitting on there nicely. I'm gonna put a little water in here and we'll just make sure. So I assume that this one, it doesn't really work for. I don't think so. Because it seems to be lying a lot flatter for my pans here. I don't know. And then my large pan here, ooh. Largest one, it does not fit. Okay, So, limited use, for me at least, for the large ones. Should have gotten the small one. Oh, what was I thinking? So I'm gonna bring these over to the stove. We're gonna put some water in them and we're gonna see if this lid actually like holds in all of the steam and heat. We're gonna see. All right guys, you can see here, steam is being trapped in the pan. That's a good sign. So now I'm gonna move this over to this one and see if it does the same thing. Give a second for the steam to dissipate off the lid. You know, skew the results. All right, there it is on the other pan. The steam doesn't seem to be escaping, which is good. You can see the steam on the other pan over here. Stop it, you're making it look like this guy isn't working. Like, I say it's working, right? Doesn't look like it's escaping. That one is a win. So does the lid work? Yes. Do I wish I'd gotten the smaller size instead because I feel like I would get more use out of it? Yes. All of my pots are very similar in size and I feel like having one lid that could kind of work across all of them would be more useful for me versus, what is it, like 2 pans? That works for 2 pans, that's it. That isn't as useful for me, but I like that it's silicone around the outside. I like that it has a little vent in the top that allows excess steam to escape if needed. And yeah, overall I thought the design was really good, but yeah, if it was me, I'd go with the small. Now let's go on to this neat looking device. It is this guy. He's really fun looking, I'm excited. This is a ball whisk thing that I saw someone on TikTok use that they absolutely loved, and I thought it did a great job at like whisking various things. So I thought that the best thing to attempt to whisk today would be an egg, because we haven't done enough egg-like contraptions yet today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whisk an egg in one bowl with this little guy, and then I'm gonna whisk an egg in another bowl with a more traditional whisk and just see if there's a big difference or not. Where's my little whisk guy? Oh, not, this is too small. I have like 3 sizes of whisks. They're like 3 bears, you know? The big papa one, the mama whisk, and the baby whisk. I need the mama whisk. Aha! Found her. All right, let us attempt. Bloop. Guess we're gonna do some scrambled eggs for lunch. Washing hands, very important. All right, so first, the traditional whisk. Whisking it up. Pretty straightforward. This is how I would normally whisk up some scrambled eggs, or I would use like a fork if I was feeling extra lazy. All right, that looks sufficiently whisked for our purposes today. Now let's try this guy. Like, look at that guy. He's so neat, I'm excited. Okay, here we go. It's very loud, I'm sorry. Oh. You know what? This actually whisked it together a lot faster. Like a lot faster. I can see why people enjoy this. That was really fast. It kind of makes sense because it's got all these agitators all over it that would very easily kind of break up a mixture or an egg or a batter or something like that. I can understand sort of why it's doing that. So I can see why people really like it, but that worked really well. I'm impressed. Chris, what can you think of to use this whisk for, other than eggs?
Salad dressing?
Ooh, that's a good one. Salad dressing, yes. I would do a good job with this actually. Okay, you know what? I like this. I like this thing. It's probably the only thing that I really like so far from this video. This thing is great. Now on to a product that is less of a gadget, but something that I have seen all over TikTok. I've seen people talk about it on YouTube, and they're super, super popular. They are these Swedish dishcloths. They look like this. They came in a big pack. They have a variety of different colors if you prefer having like a bright blue or green or something like that. I chose gray because it just matches my kitchen. Plus, I mean, if it gets stained, what is it gonna be, more gray? The ones that I ended up getting are the earth-friendly Swedish dishcloths, the Super Scandi brand. These are machine washable, which I do know because I did wash them before filming this video, because if they're gonna just, you know, break down in the washing machine, well, that's the end of that. These are made in Germany from sustainable forests. They are eco-friendly, 100% natural. They're made, I think, from wood pulp, I believe. They're compostable, biodegradable, yeah, cotton and wood pulp, like just a ton of really cool stuff. And apparently these are fantastic for washing your dishes or anything in the kitchen, but like bathroom, anywhere basically. Anywhere where you need a cloth, you can use these. So I thought, you know what, let's take this over to the sink and test it out on some of my many dishes that are currently being stacked in the sink. We will try it on this pot right here, which this morning I had some clementine peels and some cinnamon and some water boiling on the stove. Oh my goodness, if you have not tried that as like a natural scent in the house, you need to try it. Smells amazing. But it's now the afternoon and let's test out kind of washing the bottom of the pot and see how these hold up. All right, so far so good. They seem to be getting everything off really easily. They're not deteriorating in my hands. I feel like I have a good grip on them. Now washing all of the items I just tested, getting a good lather on the cloth as well. It's holding up really nicely. It's got a little bit of a grit to it, not grit, but like a graininess to it, not aggressive. It's still pretty soft. I wouldn't get off like really stuck on stains. Like I feel like I would have to use this kind of a texture instead, but I can totally see myself using these for my dishes, but also for my countertops as well. And just like washing those down, absolutely would be using these again. So thumbs up. They're great. Have you guys tried any of these products before? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of them and check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, fantastic weekend and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah.